another question that I like to ask is our secret question. So you may have already talked about this a little bit. So if you have, you can just kind of embellish on it a little bit more. So what is the secret to joy and purpose in your business?
For me right now, because I'm in a total different place, the secret is something it took me a long time to understand, which was relinquishing that power, relinquishing, putting myself in God's hands. So relinquishing control. I could not understand that for a long time. And when people say turning yourself over, putting yourself in God's hand and allowing him to work through you, I used to feel like that meant, oh, God is in control of everything and I have to do nothing. I'll just sit back. I'm like, that sounds like a lazy man's recipe. Not wanting to take responsibility for anything, but that's not what it is, right? And I'm not sure I can explain it well, but I have experienced it. And when you do relinquish that control and you make God your CEO, like Renee, there's such a sense of lightness and joy and purpose that I was not able to have before this. So
that is amazing. I was on Maureen's show, and I talked about my experience after reading her book. And I forget the exact question, but she asked me, but it was similar to your response. Like even in the down times of my business, I still have joy and I still have faith because I know I'm not ultimately in control. God's in control, right? I'm still doing what God wants me to do. I'm still operating, right? I'm not sitting back and, okay, God, go to work. We're partners on this, where he's the CEO and I'm just kind of, going along with it. So it's just like you said, you're not meant to just sit and wait on God. You're supposed to be in partnership with him moving forward, right? Where he's guiding you.
Because there's a part in the Bible that says, a verse in the Bible, I still say part, that says acts without work, or work without, what is it? Is that action? You tell me what it says.
Faith without, I'm not sure the exact phrase.
Faith without works. Yes. Okay.
Yes. And that's not to be confused with you cannot get saved by works alone. That you cannot be saved just by works. You have to go through Jesus. So I know there's some people that believe differently, but that's how I believe. Is that Jesus paid it all. Jesus paid it all. You don't have to work for your salvation.
Yeah. And I used to think that you had to do things. It was only till recently I interviewed Jay Lee, my friend Jay Lee, who used to be a pastor, that he said all these things he did. And I'm like, and I asked him on the podcast, so have you earned heaven? And he looks at me like, well, it was a sincere question. I thought, he's like, you don't have to. He explained that exactly, and now I understand it. But even like 3 months ago, I didn't even know that. So yeah, I'm completely learning all of this as I go.
Yeah, imagine all that weight for people that believe that. How could you ever do enough work? You just couldn't. It would like be too much to bear.
There's no way you could earn your way to heaven.
Especially like in our sin nature, right? We're not perfect. If we were perfect, we might be able to earn heaven, but we're not perfect.
Every day, that fight of what they say, flesh and the spirit. Every day.
Yeah.